Another statement from Mr. Poole, and this time it makes me very worried about the future of Ripple and XRP. Mr. Poole is known for sending cryptic messages and making correct predictions. His most recent prediction has many in the crypto community on edge, especially since it coincides with an unexpected statement from Ripple's CTO David Schwartz, who has been one of the driving forces behind the project. Recent hints that the people behind Ripple's success might be retiring, which has only made things worse. What does this all mean for people who own XRP? What does Mr. Poole's prediction have to do with Schwartz's possible exit? Or is it just another piece of the Ripple puzzle that is always changing? Many people are asking how Ripple's leadership will change now that Schwartz might step down. What might that mean for the future of XRP? Schwartz has been very important in shaping Ripple's vision and guiding its technical growth. His retirement could have big effects on the company and leave investors with a lot of questions. No one knows what will happen next because of Mr. Poole's statement, especially since he has made predictions in the past. Predictions have often been right on the mark. Will this new prediction be the key to opening XRP's future, or does it mean that Ripple's path is about to change in a way that investors should be ready for? We'll talk about Mr. Poole's most recent statement, what David Schwartz's hints about retirement could mean for Ripple, and why the XRP community needs some real answers in this video. In the coming months, what happens next could be very important for XRP and change the direction of this cryptocurrency in ways that no one saw coming. To figure out why everyone is talking about Mr. Poole's latest guest to begin, let us learn more about this person and understand why his statements are so important in the cryptocurrency world. Poole is a mysterious person in the crypto world who is known for sending coded messages and making predictions that usually come true. Many of his statements are based on big events in the cryptocurrency market, and a lot of people in the XRP community look to him for advice on what's to come. Poole's real name is still a secret. Given how often he has been right, investors and crypto enthusiasts admire and are interested in him. Fans of both his most recent statement has gotten even more attention because it seems to have something to do with how Ripple is changing and what might happen in the future. In the past, Mr. Poole's predictions have often been right on the mark when it comes to market changes and important turning points in the crypto space. For example, he was right about how Bitcoin's and Ripple's prices would move. Partnerships and changes in the law have all come true strangely, which makes his most recent prediction even more interesting. Because he has a history of being right, people who own XRP are nervous about what his new statement might mean for the future of the cryptocurrency. His most recent letter makes it sound like big things are on the way for XRP, but what are those big things? Things are still not clear. So why does Mr. Poole's guess matter when it comes to XRP? It's not enough to just guess what the next price or market direction will be. It's about seeing the bigger view. A lot of people think that Mr. Poole's statements often come true at important times for Ripple, whether it's about regulatory improvements in institutional adoption or changes in the market that could change the price of XRP and what part it plays in the financial system. People who own XRP often try to figure out what he means by reading between the lines of his messages. This prediction, however, is raising more questions than answers, especially since it comes at a time when Ripple is facing possible leadership changes and uncertainty about it will go in the future. Before we get into Mr. Poole's latest statement, it's important to know why people who own XRP are so closely watching everything he does. Not only does he guess what might happen, but he says it for sure. His words should be taken seriously because they often mark important times in Ripple and XRP's history. The time the statement was made, along with the many people are asking if Ripple is about to go through a big change because David Schwartz hinted that he might retire. Could Mr. Poole's most recent prediction be pointing to a change in Ripple's path that XRP users need to get ready for? Let's look more closely at what Mr. Poole is saying and see how it might be related to what's going on at Ripple. Now that we understand how important Mr. Poole's predictions are, let's look more closely at his most recent prediction and see how it relates to Ripple's present situation. Most of the time, Mr. Poole's predictions are in the form of coded messages that need to be figured out, but there's no denying that they've been surprisingly correct in the past. A lot of people think his most recent message is directly linked to Ripple, points to some big changes coming for XRP. It's still not clear what his statement was exactly, but the timing of it makes it seem like a big event in the XRP ecosystem may be about to happen. In particular, Mr. Poole's prediction seems to fit with the growing excitement about Ripple's future. People who own XRP have been eagerly anticipating the outcome of the SEC case and any possible changes to the rules that could make it easier for a lot of people to use XRP. But Mr. Poole's statement could mean something more than just the laws and rules that are in place. It could be a turning point in Ripple's plan or a new development that will make XRP popular. It could be a new relationship or a new piece of technology or a change in who runs Ripple. The things Mr. Poole said sound like they point to a turning point that could change the direction of XRP. This makes us wonder what David Schwartz's recent comment about retiring has to do with all of this. Schwartz is the Chief Technology Officer (CTO) of Ripple. He has been an important part of the company's growth and the technical force behind XRP. Making progress, his work has been very important in shaping Ripple's future and making XRP the best digital currency for cross-border payments. That's why when Schwartz hinted that he might quit, a lot of people were surprised. Could Schwartz's exit have something to do with the changes Mr. Poole says will happen? Schwartz's leaving Ripple could mean a whole host of things. Change in the direction of Ripple, one that could fit with new information, or a change in XRP's plan. Ripple has gone through a lot of changes in the past few years, and Schwartz's resignation could be a turning point, especially if Ripple is getting ready for something big, as Mr. Poole seems to think. No matter if it's a move toward wider institutional acceptance of new improvements in technology or a settlement of the SEC case, Schwartz's exit could be the start of a new era for XRP and Ripple. But what does this mean for people who own XRP? These hints and guesses make people excited, but they also make people unsure. Those who own XRP have some important questions to answer. Will Ripple be able to keep moving forward without Schwartz? What exactly does Mr. Poole think will happen, and how soon will it happen? How will these changes affect the price of XRP and its use in the global banking system? There are still questions, but one thing is clear: Ripple is at a crossroads, and people who own XRP are eagerly waiting for the next big move. A lot of rumors are still going around about Mr. Poole's guess and David Schwartz's hints about retirement. What does all of this mean for XRP and its future? That is the big question. Ripple is clearly at a very important point. The company has been making moves in the financial world. Banks and other financial institutions are using XRP to make cross-border payments quickly and cheaply. But changes in leadership and major Mr. Poole's forecasts show that XRP is about to experience a big event. Let's start by talking about what might happen if Schwartz retires. David Schwartz is a big reason why Ripple has been so successful. As Chief Technology Officer (CTO) of the company, he made important advances to the creation of XRP's unique technology. If he leaves, there might be some doubt, as his leadership has been very important in getting Ripple going.